Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In case you're new, welcome. Um, so today I want to talk about Tesla. Right here in front of you is my Robinhood portfolio, now at a little over $12,000. It's crazy. Just like 2 months ago or so, I made a video, my first video showing my Robinhood portfolio at $8,000. Now it's up to 12. So this is with a little bit of new money added in, but mostly stock appreciations. The markets was down today, so I actually did a little bit of a buying spree today. So I bought some Verizon and some Altria, but that's for another video. Today I just want to talk about Tesla, and just so you can just to reflect on this. My 1 year return is uh, 174%, so amazing. All-time return is 76%, so pretty good. But again, I want to just talk about Tesla in this video, and I really want to address the whole should you buy Tesla stock type of idea, because I know with the recent run up of Tesla stock, let's just look at the past 3 months, right? Because that's when it really started taking off, about the past 3 months. So over the past 3 months, Tesla stock has gone up 123%, going from $300, 300 some dollars, as high as 900 and some dollars, and it's recently pulled back to down to the 700s. But all this euphoria in Tesla stock has gotten a lot of people who are sitting on the sidelines like, dang, should I buy Tesla? Or some of the people who bought Tesla back when it was like 200 some dollars, 300 some dollars a share, and then sold at when it went to like 4 or 5 or 600 dollars, and looking at it now at $700, they're like, dang, am I gonna be able to get back in this? Well, if you're looking to get back in this at like 200 some dollars, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Most likely not gonna happen, and anything can happen in the stock market, so I'm not gonna guarantee it. But let's be real, there's gonna have to be a lot of things go wrong for Tesla stock to go back down to the 200 range. So you're probably gonna have to up your buying targets. So I'd say probably like 500, 600, somewhere in that range. Yeah, I'd rate you have to raise it to that. So I wrote down a few notes, and I just want to talk about my personal experience with owning Tesla stock, and um, just how I came about being a long-term investor in Tesla. Because when I first started buying Tesla stock, I actually was just trading it. I actually didn't start owning Tesla for the long term until just last year. So I'll show you guys. When I very first started buying Tesla stock, you see I did a lot of buying, a lot of buying and selling. So I started buying in late 2017, 2018. Then I sold some stock. Bought, sold. Bought. Hold on. Sold. And then you'll see something happened. I bought, I bought, I bought, I bought, I bought, and 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 I bought. Oh my God, and I bought. That went on longer than I thought. That probably got annoying. So you might ask, okay, so you bought all these shares, right? And now you have no intentions on selling. So what changed? What changed your mind? Why are you just now buying and holding the stock versus trading in and out like you were before? Especially seeing as how right now I'm sitting at a 200% gain. Well, what happened is in 2019, I test drove a Model 3. Now, if you do not own a Tesla, but you're looking to invest into the company and you have a Tesla dealership near you, or just store, I don't know if you really call it a dealership for real, but if there's a Tesla store where you can test drive a car, one of their cars or stuff from, you need to go there and you need to test drive it. If you've never driven a Tesla, you need to drive one, because I think it is very, very important to test drive the actual product, you actually experience the product, and then buy the stock. Because I'm telling you, Like, I don't get like super excited very often, but I got giddy, like a little schoolgirl type giddy when I drove that car. So for that to happen, that right there told me something is really, really worth investing in this company. So I decided to make it my biggest investment. I actually, all those buys that I was showing, I actually was also buying Tesla stock in my other accounts. This isn't even where the bulk of my shares is at. I have another account where I have the bulk of my shares at. So, okay, so yeah, I test drove a Model 3. And then that even led me to want to test drive a Model S too. So the only one I haven't driven is the X. That's out right now. Of course, you got the Model Y and the Cybertruck and everything coming out. I'm definitely going to test drive a Cybertruck, if not buy, because I'm definitely at some point in time in my life, I am going to buy a Tesla vehicle. I don't know which one. It could be the 3. It could be the S. Might be a Cybertruck. I don't know, but I will buy one. I'm putting that into existence, speaking that into existence. All right, so let's move on. Right. So again, if you can test drive a Model 3 or S, X, whatever you want to test drive, go test drive it. If you can't test drive it, check on Turo to see if you can rent one or something like that. Just find a way to get your butt in the car. Okay? A friend, family member, whatever. Get in the car, experience the car. If you actually own a Tesla and you're thinking about buying Tesla stock, rate your experience from a scale of 1 to 10 how much you love owning that car, and you'll probably get your answer if you should buy the stock or not. So anyway, that's not it though. So here's another thing I want to address of why I'm now a long-term investor in Tesla and not trading in and out. So at one point I bought Amazon stock. I bought Amazon stock for about $900 some a share. And then I sold it for a little over $1,000 a share. And now it's at $2,000 a share. So you can imagine I'm sitting over here like, what the heck? So yeah, you'll see 2017, I bought Amazon at $988 a share. I sold it in the same year, just about a month or 2 months later, for $1,095. Now, if I would have been taking a long-term view, because this is the reason why I bought Amazon, very similar to why I'm buying Tesla, why I bought Tesla stock. I seen a long-term vision for this company to really grow at a massive rate, massive rate. And not only the company, but the stock price to appreciate a massive amount. Okay? I seen that in Amazon. I seen it. And that's why I bought it. And then I sold it because I was thinking like a short-term minded person. And I usually don't do stuff like that. But I did it and I regret it. Now I did buy back in at like $1,500 a share back when the markets was crashing back in late 2018. So I do own it in another account, thankfully, but I obviously had to pay a much higher price. So this is another thing that I'm saying, where if you owned Tesla and you sold it a little early, you're probably going to have to raise your price targets to where you're willing to buy this stock. Maybe it's here at 700, or, let's go back to Tesla. Maybe it's here at 700, or maybe it's at 6, maybe it's at 5, depending on if the stock gets there. It might not ever happen, because that's another thing with Amazon I hadn't showed you. But that $900, $900 some a share that I bought, guess what? It went to 1,000, and guess what? It kept going higher. It never came back, and to this day, it has not come back to where I originally bought it. So yeah. Pissed. But okay, so yes, this is why I converted to a long-term investor versus a trader. Okay, moving on to my next thing. Okay, another thing you have to be able to stomach the volatility. Tesla stock is very, very volatile, and it's just gotten even more volatile over the past few months. I mean, God, the stock ran from a low in 2019 to from 185 to at one point. This isn't even showing the peak. But anyway, the peak was $960 some dollars a share. That is ridiculous amount of volatility, and it's gone recently from that 900 some dollars a share down to 700 some dollars a share right now. So high volatility. So you have to be able to stomach that if you want to own Tesla stock. But here's some things going forward that I want to leave you guys with, because Tesla has grown to this point where it's at currently. So you have to ask yourself, okay, well, it's here now. Where could it possibly be, 10 years from now? Well, you have the Gigafactory in Shanghai that was just recently built in last year is now producing Model 3s, selling Model 3s to Chinese consumers. Soon it will be selling Model Ys when the Model Y gets released, which it's actually scheduled to be released even sooner than they originally said it was going to be released. So there's that. You have the Cybertruck coming up in late 2021. The Cybertruck's going to be coming out, and as polarizing as that thing looks, I mean, look, hold on, I got it as my desktop background. I'm convinced I'm going to save this as my desktop background until I'm convinced I need to own it. So, yeah, I mean, you got that, and I mean, what else? Okay, the solar roof. Now, the solar business is something that's been very slow to build because they've been needing all of their batteries for making Model 3s and stuff like that, because Model 3 demand has been so high. Take that into consideration as well, that the demand for their vehicles is high, so high that they can't even keep up. So that right there should tell you something. Their battery technology, you got to be looking out. If you're watching this before April, whatever date in April it is that they come out with their battery investor day, which is where they're going to be talking about all the nerdy specs of their batteries and stuff like that. You got to take that into consideration as well, because there is no other auto company out there that has better batteries than Tesla currently. And I think it's only going to get worse for them, for the competitors of Tesla, that is. And it's only going to get way better for Tesla. So take that into consideration. Also, Trump did an interview where he was asked about his thoughts on Elon Musk. And he had mentioned, I think he let it slip, that he said he's talking about Elon. He says he plans to build a factory here in the U.S. And it was like, whoa, hold up. Tesla hasn't said anything about that. And then Elon gets on Twitter and he sends out a tweet saying Gigafactory Texas with a question mark. So rumors that there's going to be another Gigafactory being built here in the U.S. that is going to also add to their ability to produce more and more vehicles. And lastly, they got another factory that they're planning on building in Europe. So they're building factories all over the freaking place. The demand for their vehicles is unbelievably high. And Elon Musk even said for the Cybertruck that demand has been way higher than they even expected. So I'm going to just leave y'all with this. Tesla stock is currently sitting at $745. If you do not own the stock, or even if you own the stock and you're thinking about buying more, because honestly, I'm thinking about buying more, even at current levels, and being up 200-something%. I've never bought a stock that I was up this much on. I've never done that. I usually just hold it because it's like, my position's built. I'm done. I'm not buying no more. But with Tesla, I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe I need to add some more to this. So take that, you could take everything that I'm saying in this video with a grain of salt and just be like, you know what, it's just some guy on YouTube, whatever. Or you can really start doing some more research. And that's another thing. After I test drove a Model 3 and I got so hyped about Tesla, I started listening to every podcast I could find about Tesla. I was subscribing to pretty much any YouTube channel out there that was talking about Tesla. That's Hyperchange, Now You Know, all of these YouTubes, I'm subscribing to, right? And I'm learning. So yeah, I just want to say that because I keep seeing a lot of people, because I'm in trading forums and stuff like that, and I see when people get to talking about Tesla, it's either one person's talking about, oh, this company's overhyped and it's gonna crash and the stock's gonna go to zero, and I just discard whatever the hell else they got to say because yeah, you haven't done any research. Then I see other people who are like knowledgeable on Tesla but don't own the stock, and they're scratching their head if they should buy it. And it's like, look, man, get in there. Get in the game. Get in the game. If you're sitting on the fence but you really actually are taking the time to learn about this company, and you have such a vast amount of knowledge on this company but don't own anything, and don't own the shares, and maybe you don't want to actually own the shares because there's some people out there who just love the company but just don't want to invest in the stock. Perfectly fine. I have nothing against that. But if you want to own the stock and you're willing to do your research, because that's the other thing, I would not say buy Tesla stock just to buy Tesla stock, because a lot of people did that and a lot of people sold out, and a lot of those people are regretting that they sold. So figure out what it is you want to do and figure it out quick, because I think this year is going to be a huge year for Tesla. And there, I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.